Let's move on to main topic number 1. And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Terence Mercelli, who writes, "Greetings, John. I know you've been talking about the Josh Trank movie with Tom Hardy Fonzo for years now, and I was wondering if you had a chance to see the trailer that dropped, and it's apparently coming out on May 12th via VOD, which is okay because I thought it was never going to get released at all. What did you think of the trailer?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, this Josh Trank movie that was called Fonzo, now called Capone, which quite frankly is a much better title. It is a much, much better title. I understood the Fonzo reference, but this, for marketing purposes, this is a much better title. Anyway, Josh Trank, of course, the director who did the incredible movie Chronicle, which I just absolutely love, and who very infamously got done very dirty by Fox when it came to Fantastic Four that he did. And we could talk about that ad nauseum for hours. But he's now back, and he made this movie years ago. I mean, we've been talking about this movie for years. And I think somebody asked a question about it a little while ago. And I said, actually, you know what? I don't know that this is ever going to come out. I don't know this movie's ever going to happen. But guess what? They dropped the trailer. It's out. Now, for those of you who don't know much about it, here's the thing. This is from Variety. Tom Hardy is playing an aging and sickly Al Capone in a trailer for the upcoming retitled Capone biopic about America's most notorious gangster. Director Josh Trank released the trailer and the first footage on his Twitter account Wednesday with a May 12th release date. The official synopsis reads, the 47-year-old Al Capone, after 10 years in prison, starts suffering from dementia and comes to be haunted by his violent past. And yep, they put this thing out. And I'll tell you what, there were a few things I knew going into this thing. Number one, I knew it was a much lower budget project. This wasn't like Marty Scorsese wants $200 million to make the next drama he's doing, which I have no idea why. This was much, much lower. This is just like guerrilla filmmaking. It was a much lower budget project. Great. It had an incredible lead actor in it, in Tom Hardy, who of course we all love, and it was being directed by Josh Trank, and I've been really looking forward to seeing Josh get back in the director's chair again to see what he can do. I mean, obviously, the Fantastic Four situation, he got done dirty by Fox. So I've been really waiting to see, okay, was Chronicle a one-hit wonder, or can we really see what he can follow up with? And I've been very, very excited to see that. And I'll tell you what, I watched this trailer. I thought the trailer was great. I loved it. Now, granted, I approached it with the understanding that this is a lower budget thing and all that kind of stuff. But the talent, you got Matt Dillon in there who looks fantastic in it. You got Tom Hardy playing this role, which I think he's going to be great in it. I saw the trailer. I thought it looked great. And yeah, it's going to come out straight to VOD, which is kind of unfortunate. But again, I was like you who wrote in the question. I thought this movie was now doomed and was never going to see a screen at all. And I love the fact that we're going to get a chance to see it. So I liked it very much. Aaron, you had a chance to watch this trailer for Capone. I know you haven't had a lot of exposure to you haven't been a part of a lot of the discussions we've had about this movie.
We talked about it though, because when I saw Fonzo, I was like, oh yeah, okay. We talked about that a long time ago.
It was ages ago.
And what can you remind us what the Fonzo name was about? Like what that?
It was a nickname regarding Capone, from what I understand. But this makes much more sense because everybody
better for marketing.
It.
Yeah.
What did you think about the trailer?
I loved it. I loved it. First of all, I love a mobster movie in general. I mean, if I watched Goodfellas every single day, I would be thrilled. Goodfellas and a cheeseburger every single day. Those are the things that I could live on. And this trailer, it gives me everything. It gives me the killing and the sexiness and the flashbacks of the younger time, but also the older Tony Soprano, hand-wringing, gut-wrenching, soul-searching, conflicted personality. But then also some of these flashbacks just in a split second of a shot, I'm wondering, oh my gosh, is that actually a flashback, or is that a demented version or a haunted memory that wasn't actually real? The fact that he is exploring Al Capone's dementia, not just the fact that he's aging and he's thinking back over his past mistakes, but the fact that he is actually, he's actually deteriorating. And it'll be fascinating to see how that is explored and portrayed. My first inclination before I even started seeing the trailer, but when I saw the side by side of the photo of Al Capone and the photo of an aging Tom Hardy, Tom Hardy is disturbingly attractive.
I've never thought about it in those terms, but I'll go with it.
Disturbingly. Like Tom and I have a thing of there's no...
Tom, your husband, not Tom Hardy.
Yeah, sorry. Tom, my husband, and I have a rule that there's no hall passes because we tried to have that conversation early in our marriage. He was like, so who would be your hall pass? And I said, actors can't have hall passes. Because if I said, oh, my hall... Like his hall pass before was like Gina Gershon. And then he ended up doing a reading with Gina Gershon. And then so you can't ever have that because you may actually meet that person. And then, what are you going to do? I'd be like, sorry, Tom. So Tom Hardy, if there were hall passes in the world, it would be Tom Hardy. And so my feeling always is he too handsome to play this? But he's such an insanely talented actor. I mean, if you've seen Bronson.
Oh, yeah. He's so good in that.
It is one of the most remarkable Tom Hardy performances, and he physically transforms in such a way. And even in this trailer, I was convinced. I said, okay, Tom Hardy can be as ugly as Al Capone. He has this masterful way of manipulating his face, and he is someone who has really transcended a lot of the Hollywood hysteria and BS and really gone straight to hard, deep roles that are just beautifully crafted, and I'm so excited to see this.
Yeah, I think it looks great as well. Question here for you guys. Have you had a chance to check out the trailer for Capone? If so, what did you think? Jump on down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. All right.